think the second half it was 25-10 on the glass. I just wondered how much played into the ending.
Oh yeah, they dominated the second half physically. I actually thought the first half we did a really good job of rebounding the ball. In the second half, they physically were much quicker to it, and you know our bigs didn't rebound, and then our guards didn't clean up at all. And you know if you look at it, long shots mean long rebounds, and they didn't shoot the three ball great. You know they missed 19 of them, and I don't know how many of those were the second half. They're 3 of 12 the second half from three. And I wonder of the 9 misses, how many of those were the offensive rebounds off long shots? I bet you they got 7 of them back. And that was a big key. Of course, our inability to score or run offense was a huge key, but that was a big key, Shay.
So you got the timeout down 3. What were you looking for out of the timeout?
You know, we didn't have a lot of options, but we're looking for, and we didn't run it great, but that's what we run is fade on one side, fade on the other side, and then pin down if we don't have either one of those back to the strong side. And I told Maury, I said, shoot the ball, but if it's not there, take the ball to the hole. So he did what I asked him to do. It's just Eric, I think it was Eric, made a really good defensive play.
And overall, what do you take away from a game like this? The outcome, the effort, the ups, the downs. I mean, what can you take away from one like this?
I think there's a lot of things we can take away. One, we should have been up a lot more than 4 at halftime. Bad offense, unforced turnovers, the ball sticking, trying to play one-on-one, all that stuff led to us probably having 6, 8, 10 bad possessions in the first half where we had no chance to score. Second half, same thing. So defensively, the way I look at it, I thought we actually, other than the 2 switches that we screwed up at the end, I thought we did a good job on that. And then we screwed up 2 big switches and they got layups. But I thought we actually guarded them pretty good. We just didn't rebound the second half. And then of course we didn't play the way we have to play without Darren. Ball and body movement. Don't let the defense catch up, as opposed to hold it. So that was you know that's on us. That's on me, and I got to do a better job of getting those guys to actually play and have ball and body movement offensively, because we just stood. At least the way I viewed it without watching tape on the offensive end.
Bill, you mentioned those 2 switches, those 2 slips late. Is it just 40 minutes? It's just hard to maybe maintain that level of focus? And
You know what? The first one was a slip. I don't think the second one was a slip.
yeah,
The second one was just an up screen.
yeah.
And you know, the thing, I said this in the pregame to Gurley, which, you know, obviously he didn't throw a good question at me, but I did answer it this way, that if you set 20 screens, all you gotta do is mess one of them up and give up an uncontested 3 or a layup. I'll bet you we guarded, for the most part, 150 screens today, and probably screwed up 3 or 4 of them. So for the most part, if you look at the whole thing, I think we did a good job. But if you look at game point, that's where I think we screwed up.
And then they had a freshman come in there.
Oh, both of them were great. Both their freshmen were great.
Big picture, where do you kind of see this group now that you've had these games with, you know, other guys have thrown into maybe some other roles that they weren't expecting, and you know, how maybe will this help you going forward, you know, expecting that you'll probably get Darren back pretty soon?
I think that it'll help us. We'll be better because of it. But the thing about it is, we had guys, and it's my fault, but we didn't play like we did against Tennessee. The ball didn't move. We had individuals out there today, and we didn't have that against Tennessee. So that was a little bit frustrating. It doesn't have anything to do with the ball goes in the basket or not. Did we play the right way? against Tennessee, I mean, I told them in timeout, hey, we're down 12, but we're playing the right way. I didn't feel like even when we were ahead tonight, we were playing the right way. But a lot of that is also the atmosphere, the first time to play in front of a crowd like that, trying too hard, that kind of stuff, which we have to, you got to be at that magic level where your energy and your enthusiasm and your concentration and attention to details is all at a crossroad. And we were more enthusiastic and energy than we were the whole thing. And we'll get better at that. But it doesn't surprise me that we actually went through that, because it's the first time many of those guys ever been in an environment like that. And the environment was great.
Coach, what stood out to you about Braylon Mullins? This was kind of the country's, first good look at him.
Well, everybody knows he can shoot. I thought he looked athletic. I thought he played with bounce. He backed us down one time. I don't know who he shot over, but I mean, I think he shot over 6'10" and just, didn't even affect him. He's a good player. He's really a good player.
And what do you think they did well in the second half defensively to kind of throw you guys off a little bit?
I don't know that they made a lot of adjustments. Maybe you'd have to ask Danny that defensively. But I'm not sure that, you don't rebound the ball so you don't get anything cheap. And if you don't get anything cheap and you play 5-on-5 the whole time, I think a lot of the stuff that we did was self-inflicted. Now, granted, they guarded us. I'm not saying that at all. But I think the lack of execution was pretty much self-inflicted, and that led to some really poor possessions. We got the ball second half right under the basket the first two possessions and missed 2-footers. So you got to make some of those too. But 5 field goals in a half, that's not very good.
Bill, this is a little similar to CJ's question, but what more do you think you know about this team now after a game in this atmosphere against this caliber opponent? Is it pretty much affirmation of what you've already seen, or anything developing as you look at them?
You know what, Bob? Hey, I think I like them. I like the team. I think that we can guard. We've shown that we can rebound, even though we didn't do it the second half tonight. We've shown that we can execute and run better. I mean, we call a play and we never even got to the play. I mean, there's a lot of things that we can do a lot better when we have, guys in there that have, we're asking Jamari to play 31 minutes and stuff like that. So I mean, it's just not a lot of, I'd say, repetition and cohesiveness. But the one thing I will say that I didn't like tonight was the fact that I didn't think we played as a unit tonight, offensively. I thought we did defensively fine, but offensively I didn't think we played as a unit and shared the ball, because you can run bad offense, and if all 5 guys are sharing and cutting and moving, you can still get a good look, and we didn't even do that. So that was disappointing.
Bill, what did you think of Flory's play tonight?
I thought he was good. I thought he was good. I don't, stats are a little bit overrated, but he the last 2 rebounds he got were man rebounds. I wish we could have done more of that, but he also played almost 38 minutes, and he's not a 38-minute guy. He's a 30-minute guy. So I think we played him too much.
And I know you announced Darren is day-to-day and he's close. Is there a day you guys are going to choose to reevaluate him before the Missouri game this week?
He had a really good day today. Tomorrow will be his off day, and hopefully, if there's no setbacks, he'll be practicing with us on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday full speed. Hopefully.
Coach, you mentioned the bad offense there in the second half. When things get slow like that, you had 17 free throws there in the second half. Is that something you kind of look for when things are running slow on offense?
Yeah. Trey had a uncontested putback and he walked. He shot. He pump faked. Jaden had a dunk and he traveled out front. We just too many self-inflicted things. But Melvin didn't shoot it great, but God bless his heart, he's in there fighting and competing every possession. I think that the way that they play defense, especially when Eric is in the game, because he's so big, they're going to be in drop coverage. So you can actually drive it and try to get to the rim, and we didn't finish. They did a really good job contesting at the rim the second half.
What did you think of the atmosphere tonight, and did you hear the students chant? Did you have any reaction to that?
Yeah, I verbally, said knock it off, but because that's you don't do that. But the thing about the atmosphere was great. Students were great. It was a big time atmosphere. That was fun to be a part of that from an atmosphere standpoint.
All right, Coach, thank you.